Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel. Thank you so very much for joining me today. I am trying to keep up with my Vlogtober vlogging. And yesterday I went to my favorite Home Depot, my absolute favorite Home Depot, and I wanted to take you with me. And I decided to do kind of like a voiceover, but then at the same time, you know, like share my experience and the way I felt when I was there. So I'm just going to start showing you the video and do a voiceover, and it'll be almost as if we're watching it together. Okay, so let me pull up my footage, and I do have some tea that I'm drinking right now. I am drinking my ginger peach sweet garden tea. I buy this tea in Marshall's. Either Marshall's or TJ Maxx, they both have it. It's so good. Oh my goodness, it's so good. If you like, it doesn't have a super sweet peach taste. It just has a really nice soft peach taste, but you really taste the ginger in it. And I don't have a sweetener in it, and it's extremely good. So when I walk into Home Depot or Lowe's, I normally just like survey the land. And for this store in particular, I always try to look and see what I can see that is new. And they had so many new things. I was just like over the moon, so happy. And the first section usually has all of the gift idea kind of plants. And this section was loaded with really nice gift ideas in nice pots. Then they had a ton of calathea. And the calathea were all so beautiful. Now this eucalyptus plant, I really wanted it, but I know that Trader Joe's will sometimes have a bigger pot for $12.99. And so I didn't get it, but that was a really good find. Ooh, those orchids. And yeah, those are some of the calathea that I saw. They were so fuzzy and soft, but I had just purchased a calathea from Trader Joe's. They had them there. I think I would have preferred the one that they had there, although I don't need that big of a pot, but there was a huge pot of this feather-like calathea, and I loved it. It was so beautiful. And then there's the crocodile Dieffenbachia. No, cheetah Dieffenbachia. And this is the plant that I purchased from Trader Joe's. That's the one. It is so pretty, and it feels like feathers. My son named it Feathers. And then this aglaonema had my heart beating. It really had my heart beating. But I realized I could not purchase it. I believe I have one like that, but I realized I could not purchase that plant because I just didn't need it. I didn't need it. Did I want it? Yes, but I didn't need it. Then they had a sea of ZZ plants. They were so beautiful. I love to see them all together. I love that. Look at the ravens, the all green. They are just so beautiful. And then they had all of these money trees over here. They were so pretty. This is the table where I normally find my new aglaonema. But down at the bottom, they only had the H2O bowls, the plant clipping bowls. And there was a smaller version of that calathea that I purchased, the feather-like calathea. It was so cute. Those were still $20 though, even though it was in a small pot. Later on in the video, I'm going to show you the really huge pot of that. It's amazing. Then this was a hybrid Dracaena, and wow, it was gorgeous. And it was in a much bigger bowl. It was so beautiful. Leaf Joy put that one out, but wow, it was so beautiful. I was mesmerized by it. It almost looks like a variegated spider plant. And maybe that's why I love it so much. Oh, these plants make me so happy. I was a little close up on it there, but they make me so happy. More calathea, even from Leaf Joy. This was the Leaf Joy table, and they had more of the same calathea, and they are so fuzzy. They're just so fuzzy. But I purchased the one that I did from Trader Joe's, and I said I'll try with this one first. Normally, the other calathea with the round leaves, I don't do well with those. This one right here, that I don't do well with that. That Mayoi was really beautiful. The leaves, it had a lot of new growth on it. Even though the older leaves were they were very damaged, but the newer leaves and all of the new shoots coming out was amazing. And I believe there were two of the Mayois. Yep, there was one right there at the bottom. And that one was not as good. The older leaves were damaged a lot more than the other one, but it still had a lot of new growth coming in on the bottom. I mean, in the base, not at the bottom. I'm seeing the bottom of the pot. I'm saying at the bottom. This Pearls and Jade was really beautiful as well. Very, very pretty. Oh, this was the table with the orchids on it. They are so beautiful. And then this little tiny pot with the starfish on the pot. That was amazing. The plant itself was beautiful, but the pot just set it off altogether. And then they had some of the Dracaena down there. Very beautiful, healthy plants. I try to pay attention to where the plants are stored when they have them on display, because it tells me the plants that don't really need that burst of sun. Now this is a section of the store that has the hanging pots. They're toward the back. They're always cheaper. This right here didn't, I think that was a Silvery Ann. I'm not really sure, but it does look like it's a Silvery Ann. Let me know what you think, but those pots were $16.99. And they were very full, very healthy, and they were not overwatered. Oh, this Cebu Blue almost came home with me. I wanted this plant so badly. And when I got past this one, I went to the other side and saw another one. It was so difficult for me not to purchase this Cebu Blue for $16.99, 8-inch pot. So beautiful, so healthy. But I didn't do it, and I'm really proud of myself. I have a Cebu Blue, and I've propagated it so many times. I really don't need to buy another one. Sometimes these $16.98 plants on this rack go down to $12.98, which is nice. Look how gorgeous it is. Look how gorgeous that plant is. That's the one I would have picked if I were to have purchased that Cebu. That would have been it. She would have come home with me, but I didn't. So proud of myself, kind of, a little bit. No. Now this was a beautiful marble queen. Oh, she was so pretty. She didn't come off as marbled in the recording as it did in person, but she was very, very beautiful, very healthy. And I love these anthurium down here. I don't have a red anthurium, but I searched so hard for my pink one, and I'm really happy with her. Then my wall, my favorite wall. Yes, this is my favorite wall in this store. And this is what inspired the way I put my plants outside in the summertime in Eden, my garden. I put them all lined up like this because this part of the store makes my heart beat. I love the way they have them there. All of these plants that were originally $26.99 were $20, $19.99, $98, and they were all so healthy and so fabulous. I guess they were just trying to bring their inventory down a little bit because there was no other reason for those things to be at such a price. They were all beautiful. Oh, this is my favorite part of this store. Just to see that sea of snake plants and monstera, ferns, not ferns, but the palm trees, they're all lined up. Just the ZZs, the really big ZZs. It is so beautiful. I love that part of the store. The bromeliads they had this time were really beautiful as well. Oh, do you see these palms? They were huge. They were absolutely huge. The fiddle leaf figs were huge. The palms were huge. And they really weren't a lot of money. I think they were $39. They were huge. I think they had those palms with their last shipment at $80. And this time they're $39. Now this was a rack of all sale plants because all of the $20 plants were on sale for $15 or $14.98 or something like that. Oh, $14.88. And I thought that was wonderful because those plants were amazing. They were so healthy. They were not overwatered. They have to be just trying to bring down their stock. Now this, I've never seen a black pagoda lipstick plant with leaves this big. Oh, maybe, what is her name? Jenny Jen, the plant friend. She has a black pagoda that has really big leaves. So maybe I have seen it with big leaves like that. But that really made me want to go a little bit in on my black pagoda. I want it to get big like that. I didn't know the leaves could get that big. They look amazing. It looks like a Hoya when it's big like that. I don't know what the name of this one is, but it was very beautiful. And this is the other side of the rack with the palm trees. They didn't put any of these things away. I don't think they had any place to put them. But the pothos on this rack, they were so beautiful. And you know pothos have my heart, so it was hard for me to say no to these. Well, not that hard because I have all of my babies back here doing the most, and I need to propagate them because they're on the floor down there. And they have this beautiful section here with some plants. I'm not really sure why they were in this corner. They had goldfish plants over here, and they already had blooms on them. I only have 2 blooms on my goldfish plant for this year. Last year I had a whole bunch, but it was in full sun last year. It was in the east side of my yard, but this time it's on my porch on the north side. I think that made a big difference. Now this is the other half of that table with the sea of ZZ plants, and you'll see the feather plant that I told you I purchased in Trader Joe's. A huge pot of it. I mean, absolutely huge pot of it. Look at that. That was $19.99. Look at that plant. Oh, it was gorgeous. It was so full and so fabulous. And it even moves like feathers. It really does. It moves like feathers. Now I wish I got it. Oh no, I don't need it, right? Oh, now this is another section of the store. I was on my way out. I thought that I was done. I was on my way out and I found another section of plants. I didn't know that I guess they just got a bunch of plants in and they had no place to put them. I saw this rack over here and I said, wow, they really got a lot of plants in. And again, they were still $14.88, but they had so many pothos on this rack and also the prayer plants that were so beautiful. That was a trade scantia that had a different kind of variegation to me, but it was beautiful. Now this is that fern the fern itself is so beautiful, but the roots coming out looking like the spider legs. I'm not there for that one yet. That one makes me feel a little creepy. But these pothos were amazing, and I stood there for a really long time looking at those pothos, just enjoying them. And the calathea that were at the top, they were so beautiful. Look at that. Look at that plant. Oh! She's gorgeous. And I left her where she was because I want her to stay looking like that. Someone will buy her who's going to make her stay that way, not me. Now, I can't remember the name of this, some type of tail cactus. And I really wanted one of these, but I don't know. I don't know if I'd be able to take good care of it. Oh, dogtail cactus. I don't know how easy those are. I haven't done any research on them, and so I didn't get that one. Look how beautiful. Oh, they're so pretty. They are so beautiful. Everything was just so beautiful. Ooh. I almost touched those things. Those spider legs coming out. I almost touched that. Oh. That would have messed up my day if I had touched that. I can't touch it. Now this calathea at the top was spread out left to right. It was so beautiful. It was just absolutely beautiful. Then there were two more racks on the opposite side of the aisle. The palms were so cute. Oh, those ponytail palms are so cute. And then they had the pink princesses that didn't have very much pink in them. They were more white variegation, but the label said pink princess. But I don't know. Yeah, it says pink princess, but they didn't have pink in the variegation. They just had white. But they were beautiful. They were kind of squished in there, so they were not like, doing the very best, but I'm sure they'll be fabulous once they get home. And then look at that gorgeous silver dragon. They had so many of them, just so many. And they were all so healthy. I'm almost done with my tea. It's so good. Oh my goodness, these plants made me so happy. I'm still looking at the silvers. I love them. There were just so many silver dragons there. So many. Marcia, you're moving my camera, baby. And then they still had the smaller selection of plants in the, I believe, $7.98 size pots. The Adansonii were beautiful. That looked like it was the wide form, but I'm not really sure. Oh my goodness. Creepy. Because I didn't know you were back there. Look at how big that one is. Oh, that is so pretty. Love it. Be careful, babes, okay? Now they had the Galaxy or the variegated pink princess on the other side. There were, I believe, 2 or 3 of them there. They grow slower than the normal pink princess, but they fill out, and they fill out a little bit closer together. At least mine do. My Pinky Tuscadero, that is a Galaxy, it definitely, it grows a little bit slower, but then the leaves come out at the same rate, but they're just not as big with long stems. But they had quite a few of them. I'm trying to fix the leaves so that they don't get squished in between. I don't like to damage the plants when I go shopping. I like for them to be nice and neat and not damaged by me. This was such an amazing trip. I was really shocked to see all of the new plants that they had, and it was just so much fun to see them. I just get so happy whenever I see those plants like all lined up that way. And when they have an overflow of plants, it makes it even better. It's just so cool. So I was really happy that I went there that day, and I just said, okay, I have to record this. But that's pretty much it. That is my whole tour of my favorite Home Depot, and that's at exit 51 if you live near me. And that's it, guys. Tell me what you think about this format for doing my tours of different places that I go shopping. I think it might be a little bit easier for me just to like really express what I'm feeling when I'm in these shops, because it just makes it more enjoyable to me just to be able to share the experience with you and share with you how I felt about the experience. So let me know what you think down below, and I look forward to talking to you again tomorrow, guys. Bye.